want to welcome you to our interview today with Mr. David Balfour, who is the main character in the Robert Louis Stevenson novel, Kidnapped. Welcome, Mr. Balfour. Mr. Balfour, may I ask you a few questions about Kidnapped?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Question number one. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is David Balfour, as you all know. And I am from Scotland.
Wonderful. Thank you. What is your best friend, or who is your best friend, I should say?
My best friend and also the person who helped me the most on my adventure is, of course, Alan Breck.
Alan Breck. Thank you so much. And you said adventure. I'm curious, what was your adventure?
My adventure, well, it's a long story, and, well, it all starts out when my evil uncle, Ebenezer Balfour, sent me on a boat where I was kidnapped and to be sent into slavery, although originally I thought I was being taken to see a lawyer about receiving my inheritance.
Could you say a little bit more about receiving your inheritance?
Yeah. My inheritance is from my dead dad. He just died, and I saw Mr. Campbell about it. He told me to go to my uncle Ebenezer Balfour at the House of Shaws, as everyone calls it. And I go there, and he doesn't like me. And I can tell because he tries to send me to slavery on this boat so he can have my inheritance, which is a big thing.
That's a great point, because I was going to ask you, what was the reason that you were kidnapped? You said you were kidnapped, yes?
Yes, and the reason why I was kidnapped, and nobody could really explain it better than the person who actually had the devious mind, but I think they kidnapped me because he wanted my inheritance, and he actually told me that when I see him towards the end of the book.
So, and the person who kidnapped you was again your uncle Ebenezer, is that right?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. So, who helped you the most on your adventure?
Well, like I said before, my best friend Alan Breck helped me the most. He helped me get off the brig where I was sent to slavery on. He helped me escape the redcoats when we were accused of killing a very important person named the Red Fox.
And you said brig. Is that another word for ship?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. And where did this adventure take place?
Well, this adventure took place mostly in Scotland.
But it started out on a ship?
It didn't start out there. It started out where I was born in a special town in Scotland. And I saw Mr. Campbell, and then I go over to my uncle Ebenezer, where I was sent on a ship, and the ship takes like a quarter of the story up. Living on a ship for like, I don't know, 2 weeks or so.
Where were you headed?
I was heading towards the Carolinas.
Is that where you were to be put into slavery?
Yes, it is. I wasn't quite sure north or south, but whichever one, it's both bad.
Yeah, well, being a slave would not be good, would it?
Yeah, but this is all happening in the 1700s, so it's a whole lot different than here.
Yeah, that's when slavery existed here in our own country. It's hard to believe, yes?
What is that thing called again?
Oh, that's a light bulb,
oh, I see.
Mr. Balfour.
Yes.
You've not seen one of those before, have you?
Yes, it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's very incredible. In fact, even the camera. I'm not sure if they had a video camera back in the 1700s
I don't think
either.
so, no.
They have a different brand of video then. So who are the main characters?
Main characters? Well, it's of course Alan Breck. and it's Ebenezer Balfour, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Rankenlower the lawyer, and me.
Okay, so I know you mentioned Alan Breck and, of course, your evil uncle, Ebenezer Balfour, and you mentioned Mr. Campbell, but I don't think I heard you mention Mr. Rankenlower, the lawyer. Who is he?
Mr. Rankenlower, he is the lawyer who I was trying to get to at first. Like I said before about the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's Mr. Rankenlower.
I see, I see. And did Mr. Rankenlower help you at any point in time?
Oh, yes, but I don't want to give away the ending.
That's a good idea. We'll keep the ending a secret, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so what is the plot of the story?
Well, the plot of the story is I go and look for my inheritance, and it goes very bad. And to be specific, the plot of the story is about my adventure and towards receiving my deceased father's, deceased means dead. We talked very weird back then. Father's inheritance and my struggles along the way.
Interesting. And who is your role model?
Of course, Alan Breck, because he's taught me so much on my adventure. Like, when he taught me a lot. Like I said, oh my god, I keep on repeating myself. Well, he showed great character, standing up for me on the brink, being loyal to me throughout my adventure, because I thought at first that he was gonna leave me because I had so many struggles, and I thought that I was gonna get him in trouble. But turns out he brought me trouble.
But it sounds like you guys got through your troubles together.
Oh yes, and it turned out pretty good at the end, but like I said before, I can't.
Shh. We won't tell the ending.
Oh yes.
But you guys got to be pretty tight friends, I think.
Oh yes, he's my best friend.
Oh, that's awesome. So, when were you the most scared during your adventure?
Most scared, I would have to say when I was hit on my head with a piece of metal, and as I was getting on the ship, thinking that I was going to see the lawyer, Mr. Rankenlower, like I said before, yeah, and he one of the captain's first mate hits me on my forehead, and I'm unconscious, and I'm just so scared right there, because I was so shocked at that moment, and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah. Whenever you think you're gonna die, that's a pretty scary moment, yeah?
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite part of the adventure?
My favorite parts, of course, when I was free, when I got into safety and I was past the river. You'll find that in the book. I was being chased by redcoats, and the only way I could get to safety was if I passed this river. And my favorite part was when I finally got over that river towards the end, and I was so relieved because I was in safety.
Yeah. And just curious, redcoats is another word for the British?
Yeah.
British soldiers?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it sounds like a great book, Kidnapped.
Yeah.
And it's really been great, Mr. Balfour, for you to come back from history to have this interview with us and let us know about your adventure.
Well, it's not based on a true story, so...
Oh, well. So then I guess you're just fiction, huh?
Yeah.
So the fictitious...
It's like you're talking with a page on my book.
So we're speaking to the fictitious Mr. David Balfour from the book Kidnapped by Robert Louis
Stevenson.
Stevenson. So long for now. We'll see you soon.